Today on Smackey's Garage, we're going to be installing an LED bar from F-150 LEDs. This is their Paladin LED bar, and we're going to be mounting it right here on my truck. So let's go ahead, let's take a look at this LED bar. Now for myself, I'm happy to have an LED bar. This one was given to me by F-150 LEDs, and for when I'm using it off-road or for when I'm moving my snowmobiles around or I'm at a campground, you can get a lot more light and it really lightens up the area. So that's my main uses for one of these and why I'm excited to install this one on my truck. So let's go ahead and set this up so that I can install it. Okay, so like I was saying out there, Paladin MK2, or Mach 2 light bar. It's a nice big piece of aluminum. So it's a nice black anodized aluminum housing. There is, I believe, 10 different 10-watt Cree LEDs in it. So high-end lighting, a really nice built together, and I'm hoping it's gonna be very bright. Now, if you look at it, there's different lenses on each one of these. So I believe the way that it's gonna work is gonna give you different patterns so you can see out to the side as well as straight ahead and be able to essentially light up the night. So if you're doing trail riding, this is probably perfect for you. So my plan is to take this, put this on the bench, power it up, make sure everything works, wire it up exactly how I'm gonna put it in my truck. Then we're gonna drop it in my truck and test it out. So this is available in two different colors. There's the white, which I have, and then there's also the hyper optic yellow. So with that, a lot of good options. I also got the remote set up for this, so we'll take a look at that and then get it on the truck. So let's go ahead, let's wire this up, get everything mocked up, get it ready to get on the truck. So you get different options of how you wanna switch this on. One, they give you these here, which are essentially switches. This is what I'm running on my backup lights in my truck. Work very well. You can stick them pretty much anywhere you want. They come with some adhesive on the back. Then the other option is to run this, which is a wireless controller, which we're gonna plug in and try out. So with this setup, you can see here, everything is laid out. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to plug this into my power supply up here. So simple wiring job. All I really have to do is red to red, black to black. You know, I love the projects like this that are really simple to install in the truck because, you know, if you ever do decide to change trucks later, you can just swap it out, take it off, you could sell it. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay, so 12 volts, I'm gonna put it in. And this is probably gonna overload my power supply, but we'll try it out. Then you just simply plug this in here. Now with that plugged in, everything should be connected. Now there are different settings on this that we can connect. So there's two connectors here. So one of these is gonna be for the daytime running lights, the amber ones, if you wanna run them. The other one is going to be for the light itself. So we're gonna go ahead and check. This one must be for the amber lights. Yep. So that's all set. And then the other one is going to be, so this one here is gonna be for this switch setup. So with this switch setup, all I really have to do is plug it in like this. And I should just be able to use this remote now and power it up. And that is pretty sweet. Oh, you can definitely feel the heat coming off of these. So yeah, it's a lot of light, a lot of power. Okay, so a few different controls on this that we're gonna look at. So one, you have your amber setup, you turn this on, you have amber lights on. Second, you have this remote here. So when you select this remote to on, it turns the LED bar on. So there's a bunch of different features on it that have blinking and flashing. You know, I really don't have a use case for those, but you know, where I really see this being used for me is, you know, campsites along with my driveway when I want to light up when my child's riding the bike out there. Click it on, you get plenty of light. And we're gonna go ahead and see what it actually looks like when it lights up my driveway. So on mine, the way that I'm gonna wire this up is I'm just going to wire this box up here, no switch in the truck, and nothing else. So this gives me all the flexibility of just running it off of this one control, not having to run any other wires except for the two that go to the battery, which is, in my opinion, awesome because it's a really simple, seamless install. You don't have to do much wiring. Can't really get much easier than that. Okay, now to install this and get everything ready to line it up, really simple. You have these L brackets. You're gonna put them on either side. So you can see the correct way to do this is with the flag up it looks like the wire is going to be coming out of the passenger side of the truck. So we're going to go ahead, leave it loose, get everything lined up the way that it's supposed to be. We're going to mark it, and we're going to drill some holes. So my goal here is to make it snug so that I can move it by hand, but not so much that there's free play in it. And they do give you all the tools and the hardware to do this. So that is nice. The only thing that they don't give you is a drill bit. Okay, now I installed these a little bit at an angle so I can adjust it to figure out exactly where I want to mount these. So we're mounting this, it's going to be slightly pointed down, so this should really help me line everything up. With this all set up, we can now go get it on the truck and get everything lined up. Okay, so it's freezing, so we're going to get this on pretty quickly. So this is actually going to go like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tape to mark exactly where it's going to go. Now, with my grill, I know this is the center. I know this bolt here is the center of this, so I can just line it up like that, and it should be pretty straightforward. So looking at this, I just want to get these flat and in place before I decide to do any mounting. One there, and I line it up left to right first because that seems the smartest. So I think that's a good mounting place for this. It looks pretty even side to side. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and then should be able to get ready, get those right mounted on. Now we do have to take this panel off, but it is relatively simple. Now what I'm going to do is we're actually going to take off 4 bolts on either side here. So 1, 2, and there's going to be 2 on the other side. There, 7mm. Then after you get those off, all you really have to do is pull this off, and it should just come out. There we go. All right, so with that side out, this side out, you just pull forward, and it comes right out. Now we can take this in, mark it up. All right, so I've been spending some time with this now that I have it up on the bench, making sure everything is aligned, because you want to make sure that everything's aligned before you put any holes in your truck. So looking at this, you know, I pretty much have these as flat as they're going to get. And that goes there. This goes here. It looks like it is pretty much centered. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything looks right before I drill on this. So essentially, now that I have these tape here, I'm putting this on and making sure that this all lines up. And I'm checking the back just when I put these on, ensuring that that is going to be even on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put some tape here just so that I can drill this hole in the center. Bigger piece of tape. I'm going to do this on both sides. All right, so I'm going to put this on in the correct location. Then I'm going to mark this. And what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to mark it in the center. So with that in the right place, I'm going to mark essentially in the center here with a Sharpie where I'm going to put this. And I'm using this edge here as a reference. Then we do the same thing on the other side. Then through here, I'm going to start with an 1/8 inch, put a hole. All right, now I'm going to end with the 21/64. This is the final one, I hope. Look at that. Now with all that taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and remove all this, and we can get things together. So now with this, I can go ahead and get these brackets on. Should be pretty straightforward. You use this, a washer, a nut, the lock washer. You hold it in place, and that is it. Then we can put this bracket back on the truck. I'm going to go ahead and get all my brackets and everything back on, and it feels nice that you can see this come line back up where it's supposed to. Because when you drill in something like a body panel, it's always terrifying. At least it is for me. So it's nice to see that this is close, especially after you put some holes in your truck. So we're gonna go ahead and just put all this on. Then we're gonna tighten up the brackets in place and see how everything looks. All right, so far so good. The light is on there. It is still semi-adjustable, all pretty much straight down to slightly up to here. Okay, with all this set, I'm pretty much ready to get this back in the truck. I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten everything down one more time, and then I should be good to go. All right, so now with this, I can just go ahead and push this into place. All right, now with that there, I can slide this through the grill and up. All right, so I'm gonna push this through and bring it up to the top. And to do that, I'm gonna need to take off this top piece here, so a few different pins, and reach down and grab it. Actually, I can probably just grab it with some needle nose. All right, now it's as simple as adding the wires, and we should be all set. Okay, now I have that in place. Go ahead, check everything, check out the wiring, and figure out where to hide all these. Okay, we should be all connected now. The wiring is all over the place, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, so we are all set now. Let's go ahead and see how it looks. So it works. All right, so seems to be powering up. The remote seems to be working. Now, all I really gotta do is wait for night. All right, so I definitely have a ton of wire that I need to clean up, which I'm gonna end up doing in the fall because if you can't tell, it's around 25 degrees Fahrenheit out right now. So with that, let's go ahead and button this up just good enough for today, and then we'll check out the light. I mean, one of the nice things that I like about this setup is you can barely even tell that the light bar is there unless you're really looking for it. It kind of just blends in with the front of the truck, which is pretty cool. So I do really like that. Now let's go ahead and wait till it gets a little bit colder out, and then we'll check this out at night. Okay, so it's definitely getting a lot dark out there. Let's grab these and go check it out. Yeah. All right, so this is typically what it's like in my driveway. So unbelievably dark. That light went on over here. You can see, turn that on. Man, that is bright. So that completely lights up this area over here, which is really nice. Now it does have a nice spotlight beam to it. Now it does hit out to the side, but it is unbelievably bright. Just a reminder, this is the light off, and then this is the light on. So unbelievably bright. It might actually be good to do a comparison of headlights on. So headlights on versus light. So the LED bar definitely lights up a lot more. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a view from the driver's seat as well. So headlights are on. Now if I go ahead and turn on the LED bar, it is unbelievably bright. And it's a nice spread beam, which is nice. So yeah, this is almost set up as a great off-road light. Yeah, so I gotta say, one of my favorite features of this off-road light is definitely the remote. I do get a lot of use of it, especially when I'm doing things around the yard. You know, being able to turn it off and on and light things up and just have the truck pointing in the right direction when I need it actually does provide a lot of value to me because, you know, the side of my house isn't well lit, and just having this here and being able to light the side of the house by pushing a button, it's really good. I could put a light fixture up there, but I haven't yet, so the light bar is working. So in my mind, having the remote is pretty much a must-have. Okay, so this is a great addition to my truck. It is a very bright off-road light, and it provides me with a lot of good light. I haven't been able to take it up to the area where I go snowmobiling yet and use it, but overall, extremely bright, very happy with it. Thanks for tuning in to Smackey's Garage this week. I'll see you next time. Then when I'm done, remote goes back up there.